Hello, Fredlings. I am Claude from Chicago. We are here for real people with real creativity in real time. Fredlings never give up, and I won't on you. And today we're back with another live stream, our third live stream here in the car park. For people that are new to this series, what the heck is a car park? A car park is pretty much a carnival that is set up inside of a parking lot. But in the UK, they call them car parks, so that's what is our theme. This is not a UK style car park or building or town. It is an American one, but we are just going to call it a car park because it's quite unique. I don't think anybody else is doing this right now. And if they are, good for them. I want to see how much better that they can make it than myself. Welcome back to the stream, Rid. It has been a long time. How are you doing? I am doing quite well. But how are you doing, Rid? That was my reverse thing, and then I just transformed it into reading your question. I'm doing well. I've been very busy with work. I'm going to be busy for some time, but I've somehow gotten into the groove of live streaming. I know Liam would be very happy about that. So, doesn't mean that, well, that consistently will be staying, but we are going to be, trying to live stream more now that I've kind of gotten into this sort of groove. We'll see what happens. So, what did you guys miss from the last live stream to now? I actually did it today. I didn't work on it after the last live stream like I said I was going to, but I needed that a little bit of time off. So, what this is we added this area in. This is just the actual parking lot over here. There's more parking for both sides. There's parking in front of the store. There's parking over here because I do want the store to sort of bend. Not specifically this store, but the shopping area. And then add in a couple things. And this is supposed to be a flag store episode. For example, this would be some sort of a Walmart or something like that. I do want to take that back. I don't think it is going to end up being a flagship store. It's going to be a big store, but I don't think it would be something that would hold all this stuff together. We could say it does, but I mean, it's only 1 week in the year that they don't have. I mean, maybe they do have more customers. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This store, by the way, has nothing in it. Well, we came to the conclusion. There is a staff room in here, by the way. There is a staff room, but there's nothing inside of the store itself. I don't think I'm going to put anything on the shelves just because I'm going to spend too much time. But the diamond store looks good. I do want to add lights in because I do want to see this park at nighttime. I also want the, sort of this to... I know I normally play during like a set period of time. I do normally play at like 12 noon all the time. I find that very boring, especially that I've just started the game. So we're just going to let the game do its thing so we can at least enjoy it for the first year of the game. And then after that, I might just, maybe in about a year from now, if I get sick of it, I will change it. But I do want to add lights here. Rid says, I'm doing good, but it is very good to see that you are doing good too. Thank you so much. Well, I appreciate it. So let's talk about the flagship store. I was thinking that this should be some sort of, I was originally thinking of a grocery store. Now, this could not be, or cannot be a grocery store. This is the one thing that I do not like about this new selection thing. You have to sort of select everything together. You can't hold shift and then click. Oh, you can actually. Never mind. They fixed it. But you can't. I mean, you could do that. Sorry, you can do that. I knew that. My bad. You can't just do select this, hold shift, select that. You can't like get huge chunks of things together. You have to select every single one together. And sometimes it does or does not work. Like for example, there it didn't work. So I don't understand that. But I do want this to be some sort of a flagship store. So we're gonna make it a little bit taller. I think this is a little bit too tall. So we're just going to go with just this height. And then, I mean, there's going to be a little roofing on it. And the reason why I picked the white brick here, I looked through a couple of the patterns off the stream, obviously. But I went with this sort of white painted brick because it blends in. Or, I mean, it doesn't blend in, no. But it does break up the palette a little bit. Because I don't want everything to be all the red brick, and then it's just going to be like Noob City, is what I would call it. And I'm not a noob anymore, okay? I know I'm a noob to this game, but I am not a noob to building anymore. I would like to say I have a quality building style. So I was, like I said, I was going to say that this was supposed to be, well, what I do notice is this is not on the correct plate that I want it to be on. Or maybe it is on the correct plate I want it to be on. Put the floor back here. Alright, so what I'm saying is, why does it not, like, why is the sun, like, I feel like the sun's just going straight to night, like, night only. Like I was saying, I would have liked the store to be a grocery store, but the parking lot's not big enough, and even if they had a carnival once a year in this area, you really should not shut down the parking lot for a carnival. Like I was saying, there was a Walmart that had a carnival in it, but they still had Walmart open and people could still drive into it. Now, we could say that there's additional parking on this side, but I mean, I'm trying to have this all shut down. So we're going to have to think of something else of what could be put inside of it. So if anybody has any cool ideas for stores, let me know. I also only placed this white brick down here, or this plastered floor, just so that I could have perfectly spaced out one grid space, one 4x4 grid space for there, so we can actually place in our own custom bricks. Is it me, or is the sun not moving, or the sun doesn't want to come out? What time is it in the game? Is there a clock? It says it's 7:18. It says it's 18:11. It just takes absolutely forever. Okay, I don't know if I can do all that. We're going to run it from 10 o'clock to sunset until we're done. Okay? Until we get this figured out, we're going to run at that time. Okay, so it can't be a grocery store. It could be another sort of store that is not a necessity to the community, but it is a necessity in the same regard. For example, this could be like a main big restaurant. Maybe that's what we'll go with. Maybe like it's a very, you know, should it be a restaurant? They're selling food right here. I mean, it doesn't matter where they sell the food at, but that's movable. But maybe it's a big restaurant, or maybe it's a bowling alley. I think it's a bowling alley. I changed my mind. I think it's a bowling alley. I've done a bowling alley before in Planet Coaster. I think it's a bowling alley. I like bowling alleys a lot. One of my favorite things to do. It's a bowling alley. We changed our mind. And it's a big area. Make it a Bojangles. Tyler would not like that idea. I think. I also have never eaten at a Bojangles, so it's not going to be a Bojangles. Plus, doesn't a Bojangles have like a... Doesn't a Bojangles have what you call a drive-through? This wouldn't have a drive-through. This is like in a shopping center. All right. Before I go, remember Claude. Remember Claude. Remember stream. I'm saying this out loud to myself, okay? Not for y'all, but Claude, remember. Remember, Claude. This is an interior. We are not going to spend 10 million years building an interior. Okay, Claude? We're not going to spend 10 million years like we were doing before. I think that some of them should have interiors, like we will work on it, but I'm not going to spend all day working on an interior. How many boards are in bowling again? Liam could tell you. I think it's 32. Bowling, how many boards? 39. That's obviously not 39, but we're going to pretend like it is. And then let me just bring up a bowling picture here, and I'll bring this up on stream real quick for everybody to see. Here we go. So this is a bowling alley and the boards. How you count the numbers. There's certain numbers, and they're all sort of different. Well, they're not different, no. But the design, some will have numbers like written on the thing, some won't. It's usually on the hand that they don't. But they got these little dots here, and they have these arrows. When you're bowling, you're not looking at the pins, you're looking at the arrows, and it depends on, obviously, a whole, this would probably be the best example. For example, I shoot on like a house style like 95% of the time. I never was in a league, and I haven't bowled in about a year, almost 2 years now. But I usually stand probably, I mean, this probably actually helps me a lot. I usually stand like off of these two. So these two, and there's dots on the floor, and then I kind of hook it off to this right one, and then it should come back. It's about of adjusting and that stuff. So that's what we're sort of going to be building right now. I'm going to leave this photo up on my screen. I'm probably not going to put the dots in it, but I will leave the arrows, obviously. All right. Is this too long of a bowling alley, too? Because remember, Claude, you need to have it so... All right, I'm starting to get sick of the sun. It's like nighttime, like 80% of the time in this game now. All right, let's go with that. All right, so when we first come into the bowling alley, I would like to go... Well, let's put the wood down, because I want to make sure that the wood is the right one, so I don't mess that up. What about other flooring? There was that plaster flooring that I was using, that white plaster flooring, but I wanted to see if there's sort of a carpet or something like that. This is going to look very similar to the one that we built in... Oh, this is actually really cool. Let's go with like a Frankenstein color. I mean, I'm not like completely married to this idea, but I feel like this would be something unique that I normally would not do. So that's kind of why I want to do it. Eight. That's probably fine. It's probably a little bit too much. Just a little. I mean, it doesn't need to be that big. Let's just go like 7. All right, and then we're gonna have. Can I duplicate this and then invert the colors to this green, and then this be black? And then we'll put this like this. What would this look like? Alright, so if you've never been to a bowling alley in a long time, you need to come into the bowling alley, and there's usually a vestibule, and then there's the counter. And then the counter, from there, you can get onto your bowling alley lane. So, I'm going to put the counter in the direct... I wouldn't want to put it in the middle, I don't think. I don't think I've ever seen it directly in the middle. Only because you kind of need to put shoes everywhere, and you need a lot of shoes. But considering how small this bowling alley is, maybe you don't need that. Then there's the back rooms for the pins to be reset. Make Bojangles' best chicken, and they cater as well. It's not about the way you get it, it's about the chicken. And the choices in colleges in North Carolina, it's in the cafeteria. That's very specific. Rid says, have you ever seen a Big Al's? I knew this sounded familiar. I have never actually been to a Big Al's. No. I have heard of it before. And there's a lot of restaurants in Chicago that are very very, very, we're going to change this to bowling alley before I forget. The title. Bowling alley. How do you spell bowling? Bowling alley. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. Bowling alley for sale. Apparently I can buy a bowling alley. I didn't know that was a... Could buy a bowling alley. Not saying that I even have the money for a bowling alley, but it's apparently they're for sale. All right. This is a good start. All right. This is not going to be here because this is going to be a vestibule / sort of walking area. So we're going to go with the brick. We're going to place it on this side. We're going to place it on this side. And then maybe we will have bathrooms immediately once you come in. I think that might be something. Where are the bathrooms? I'm trying to think of the bowling alleys that I've been into. They have bathrooms on... they don't have bathrooms directly when you come in, but we're going to put bathrooms directly when we come in. So we'll put a bathroom here. This will be the bathrooms for both men's and women. It's not going to be super large, but it's called Use Your Imagination. You probably put in what? Handicapped bathroom, normal ones? That's not really large at all for that, but we're going to use our imagination like it works. Okay. Maybe no. Maybe no. Yeah, maybe no. I don't like that idea anymore. I don't think I can use my imagination in that. Alright, what is this called? This is called brick wall painted. 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 Thank you for the hearts in chat. I like that feature. I just wish it told... Wish it was like keeping track, though. The hearts and the laughing and the Among Us face. Alright, brick wall painted. I'm looking for, not sort of this. I do need a door, though. I do need a door, so let's put those in. I'm looking for a half wall. We'll put a half wall there. We'll put a half wall there. And then we'll put another half wall here, another half wall here. And then we will... We'll have this come out a little bit. Alright, so this is going to be administrative. This is going to be the administrative side of the bowling alley. This is where the offices are. This is where the back rooms are. This is for the office, shoes, etc. This right here is what I'm doing is this is going to be where you can check in. This is where you check in. Here's the table. Here's you get your shoes. You buy your stuff. The guy can go back here, get the shoes, get any extra balls, and, you know, work on stuff. That's not going to be detailed. This side is going to be the bathrooms as well as the kitchen. Maybe it'll just be just the kitchen. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it just will be just the kitchen. I hope they fix that feature, the grabbing feature. That's kind of very annoying up to this point. So what I do, I went 3 out, and then on the third one, I put this here. And then this came down here. Like that. So this will be the kitchen. Which will have a half wall as well. It'll be a little bit of a different design. This will have the, so you can see into the kitchen, as well as, I don't like how that's kind of doing that. So maybe I'll have to add a trim on it or something. Don't like how it's cut like that. All right, I love the lights, by the way. I love the lighting in this game, but it needs to be at a fixed sun because this is impossible to see it, to be honest with you. All right. By the way, interiors of bowling alleys, Claude, are not white. These are not white at all. Bowling alleys seem to be not white inside. Bowling alley inside. No, this one's white. This bowling alley here is white. This was like a white-green. This is a white. This is a gray pattern. This one is a woody pattern. This one is a black pattern. This one has a stripes. Okay, so I guess there is different colors inside. Didn't realize that. Didn't know that. This guy has a bowling alley in his basement. Oh, it's one of those fake bowling alleys. The handball ones. Alright, maybe we'll keep it white. We'll keep it white. The exterior, I want it to be like that, but is there any other color? It's actually gray. Maybe you can do like a light, like a baby green? Because we're actually going green and black, so maybe we go like a baby green? Is there any colors that you guys think that we should do for the interior while we're here? Should the walls be black or green? I can give you guys both the example. Should it be like... I feel like it'd be too dark if it was black, though. Or maybe we could mix it up like this. You should build a Roblox Tycoon, LOL. I think I did do something like that before. How about John's Barbecue and Foot Massage? Good idea. I don't know if it was worked out too well. Imagine if you... Have you imagining? I have not done that, no. You should build a Roblox Tycoon. Back rooms, you should make it like fuzzy black / gray. Ooh, you should make it fuzzy black / gray. Like the carpet. Yes. You should make it look like the Baltimore bowling alley. Or the... All right, let me just copy this because it doesn't say Baltimore, but let's take a look. That looks way too fancy. What is this? There's a pool house? What is this? I'm looking at a photo of a pool house. That's very unique. Looks like a pool house from like 100 million years ago. Dropping the hundreds in chat. Thank you. Yeah, we should do it like the carpet. Thankfully, you got this right away that this was carpet. I feel like people wouldn't normally get that right away. Okay. Yeah, we should do what you said, Brid, and kind of make it with the carpet. So what we'll do is we'll go black. We'll go black, and then we'll go with the green, and we'll fill in the green later, all right? We'll fill in the green pattern later. What is going on with this? This is weird to me. You press confirm, and it doesn't confirm, okay? There needs to be some UI changes in this game, all right? All right. So we have the back rooms for getting lost, and then we have the kitchen over here. Other things that need to be put inside of a bowling alley would be the pro shop. The pro shop is a bowl where you can buy your bowling balls, get your bowling balls re-drilled. You can get chalk, shoes, etc. Those are more for people that like bowling and want to have their own equipment. And then we need to have an arcade. I don't know if there's arcadey things to do, but we are going to add that. Anyways, because we can. So, where did my wood go? I thought I thought I laid down the wood. So let's go back to here. Let's go to the building. Let's go over here. Let's find the wood. And then we're going to place the wood down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have 7 lanes. We'll have 7 lanes. And we'll go like that. Speaking of, there will be no restaurant in this. It's just going to be a kitchen. It will just be a kitchen. Speaking of, this needs to come out at least one more. This needs to come out at least one more because I want there to be, you know, a seating area for people. Maybe there is just... This is going to be back rooms right here. This is back rooms in itself. So, let's get that sort of established right away. And we're going to add the green in. This is where the pins get picked up and you know, all the mechanical stuff you don't see. It's really cool. One guy actually brought me back there 2 or 3 times in my life to show us how the things worked at each, you know, different bowling alleys. Oh, you look at the Bitsmore Bowling Alley? Yeah, I did. Thank you. It's a part of the largest house in America. Oh, did not know that. Oh, snap. Claude, you should make a Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Mega. Sheesh. Oh, I like the blue one. Booga Pizza. Claude, what are your thoughts on the horror... Claude, what are your thoughts on horror games? Do you like them? I don't personally like horror games. I don't like playing them. Not because... I just feel like... I like Poppy Playtime. I like Poppy Playtime. That was awesome. I like that was my favorite horror game, if you want to call that horror game. I feel like that video games nowadays, like Poppy Playtime, just they're trying to grab a cash grab and not really focus on the quality of storytelling. Poppy Playtime is like almost 4 years old and the game ain't even finished yet. Like, they've released something. I know it's an indie sort of style of thing, but like, let's get it moving, buddies. Yeah, it just feels like it takes way too dang long on that game. It's upsetting. It should have been done a long time ago. All right. Let's get the... Alright, so that's that. Maybe we will just... It's an interior, so we're just going to cut the arcade, and we're going to cut... not to cut the pro shop, but we're going to just cut the arcade. It's an interior. I shouldn't be spending too much time on something like this. I do want it to be lit up and stuff like that, but for now we're just going to... I'd be on this for like 10 million years. You guys know I would be. So I'm just going to try to prevent us from being here for 7 episodes. I want to start working on some of the part too. Now maybe if I'm a little bit longer into this game, I can come back and add some more stuff. Work on it a little later too. We made money somehow today. That's our 2nd day complete. Let's make a quick save too. I saved the name wrong on that, so I want to fix the save. I made a backup. Alright, this is our bowling alley. Awesome. Now we got to get ourselves the art shapes. I think that's what they're called. They're called art shapes in the last game. Somehow I took a screenshot. I don't know how that was possible. Yeah, they're called art shapes, but they're not popping up. Looking for a triangle. The star looks good. This is probably the best that could work. If I can get the, Alright, so if I did this, I took this, made it white, took this, then we could scale in this game, which is awesome. Isn't that awesome, Rick? And then we'll scale it down. We'll put it right there. All right, we'll get back onto this plate. We'll delete this floor. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 arrows. So we just got to get at least 7 of these bad boys on here. Maybe, or let's go for 5. If we can get 7, that would be awesome. Because it's, you know, the scaling on this is not going to be perfect, even though I could scale it down, which I did. Ooh, we're going to do this game again, where it's not going to let us go that way. Okay, if I turn it, though, it will let me go forward this way? No, it's going to always let me go like that. All right, that's going to be very simple. So where's the middle one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's not a middle one. There is, that would be the middle-ish. The new music is very calming. It's like, bruh, we gotta play this game. I feel like once I get the one side set up, it'll be a lot easier. Claude, you should make a tutorial on how to play Planet Coaster, because I have it and I don't know the controls. This is Planet Coaster 2. Did you get Planet Coaster 2? Also, Rid, I would say, in terms of tutorials of the game, you will get the hang of it once you start playing. I'm on PC, obviously, but you will get the hang of it once you start, you know, playing. Most of the time when I played this game, I didn't really know what I was doing. Then I figured it out as I went. This, I only know what I'm doing is because Meep was in the chat the first day I played, and I kind of went off exactly what he was telling me to do. Oh, we do not have the gutters. So we're going to have to incorporate gutters. All right, but this is good. This is really good. So what we'll do is we'll take all these pieces. I'll say done. Hold on. What's going on here? Split from objects. And we'll select all these pieces. No. Let's just select all these pieces and confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So now we have these. All right. Now that's all set up. Good. I'm going to need to make a gutter, and I think I'm just going to go with some sort of metal-shaped looking thing and just run it down the middle. Like bumpers, in a sense. I did not have those in the last one. In terms of tutorials, oh, I didn't even answer your horror game comment. I like horror games. I like the concept of horror games. I don't like playing them. I have no beef with them. I just haven't really played them too much. I just find creative games more my style than, per se, a horror game. If people like horror games, I have no beef with people liking them. I just don't play them like that. We're looking for some sort of shape that looks like a gutter. Something of any sort of essence of that. This looks like a absolute most beautiful piece that you could have in all of Planet Coaster. But Claude, there's a big square at the end. The ball wouldn't be able to travel. Imagination. Imagination. Life is a highway. Alright, this is not straight. It needs to be straight. This is like one of the things that does need to be straight. It's a bowling alley. If it's off by 1/4 of an inch, it's gonna mess up the whole thing. It's gonna look ugly. We're gonna delete this one. And delete this one. Awesome. I love it how I selected it, but it's not selecting. What is this What is this stuck to, man? Why can I not click on this freaking triangle, my brother? Is this not a part of this? What is this a part of? Is this literally not a configured with that? Like, that is going to be infuriating me. That should be selected with this. This should all be into the same thing, brother. This, and this should all be in one scenery. Add scenery to building. Yes. Okay. Please tell me this. I can recolor this. Confirm. Yay, 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 yay. Not Kanye, but yay, 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 yay. Another one. If you're looking specifically, Rid, for tutorials for this game, I would say the Lady Designer. She's one of my favorites, Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo video creators. She has a lot of really good tutorial videos. That is my person I would recommend if you wanted to learn something or find something out. She would be the best. There are one horror games I would like you to try. There's one horror game I would try to get you to play, but Gut and one of my favorite Roblox games. Oh, nah, I got Planet Coaster 1. I watched the first Cars and second Cars today because of you last night. Yeah, I was laying in bed and I was watching Cars. The first one. I don't watch the second one. I really like the first one. There was a guy that I went to school with. that would rant with me every single day, say, not every single day, but enough. He said all the time that the first Cars movie was like horrible. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. It's a stupid thing, you know, going to like like just going towards you know, just pandering to one group of people, racing fans, and if you weren't a racing fan, you hate it. And then after about 6 months of him just saying how bad it was and me saying that it was good, I literally asked him, how many times have you watched Cars? Because you're such an expert on how terrible this movie is. How many times have you watched Cars? How many times? And he goes, I never watched Cars. And I said, how the hell are you going to tell me? How the hell are you going to tell me that you do not like Cars and you have never seen it? How are you going to say all this negative stuff about the movie Cars if you've never seen it? That was just beyond strange to me. Like, if you saw the movie and you hated it, I would have no problem with that. Like, that, you know, that's like, you can't be beefing with that. Like, okay, Rid, you say you don't like Cars. All right, I respect that, you know. You seen it twice, you seen it once. All right, I get that. But you never seen the movie? Like, are you crazy? Like, you have to, like, you can't be giving your opinion on a topic like that for something like that. And specifically, too, this guy worked at Disney. This guy worked at Disney World. He worked at Disney World, and he hasn't seen it, and you're telling us how it should be? That's crazy. That's literally crazy. Like, sure, you might work at Disney, sure, and you might have not liked all the movies, sure, but how are you going to give an opinion on a movie that you've never seen? That doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, do you like this bowling alley thing, though? That's kind of turned out a little bit fire. The balls sort of go in the back and, like, knock over, so we're going to have to figure out something for pins. And that usually goes about, like, right here, but I think this wall needs to come up a little bit. Because I would put it back here with this, but the wall's white, and I don't want it to be white. It needs to be black. I mean, I guess I could add in a... I mean, it can't go back here because the guy needs to walk up and down and fix the lane, so it needs to be here. So maybe this wall needs to come forward by one. Like, not the whole wall, but it needs to come forward by one. I think. We gotta find something that looks like a pin. What would look like a pin? Let's type in a pin. Let's type in a pin. Do they have pins in the game? Not bins. Pins. Do they have a pin in the game? No. Do they have bowling in the game? No! Boys! This is going to be the first bowling alley in Planet Coaster 2. Epic Games. By the way, I'm not gatekeeping any of this stuff. I do not have a Frontier account yet. I'm going to make a Frontier account, and then I'm going to put all this stuff on the workshop so you guys can download it and put it into your worlds free of charge. No... I would love to have the credit, but you do not need to do it. I would love to put this in the game so that everybody can you don't use it. I mean, use it, play around, drop, use stuff. Like in Planet Coaster 2 or Planet Coaster 1. I have a whole bunch of assets on there, by the way. You want to use those assets for your park? Go ahead. They're free. Literally free. I would never charge anybody for an asset in a video game. I don't get why. I get why people do that, don't get me wrong, but I would never charge somebody for that. All right, we're going to go with this. We're going to go with this one. I think we can mimic this or get this in a way. Because I think I saw something that was a circle. And if we scaled this down, we could bring this up. And Claude, it's an egg! Claude, it's an egg! It is interior. It is in the interior. It is an interior. It is an interior. But Claude, it looks like an egg! But Claude, it looks like an egg. Shut up. I'm gonna sue your ass. Alright, like, Boom. Bowling pin. Claude, it's a video game. It's okay. It's a video game. Alright, the one thing that I do not like about this game is it's like now... Now it's not letting me select the red circle. And I just want to move the red circle one more time, please. I just want to move the red circle one more time. Alright, let's delete this. Let's go back over here. Get onto this plate. I just want to check it one more time, see if I like it in that position. And then we'll move it from there. Alright, like, it's supposed to be a little bit higher up in the neck. I mean, but this doesn't look like an egg! It looks like an egg. There's not a bowling pin. This is so unreal. Shut up. Okay. Shut up. Alright, where's the middle? Here we are. But Claude, you should be building it on the other side because, like, you should be building it on the other side. Oh my god, boys. Calm down. Damn. Awesome. Looks like Eva from Wall-E, but red. And then we bring down this. We need to get a brick wall. And then painted brick wall. Bring this down. Once again, we're coming back and we are going to click, 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 click. And then we're going to color this differently. But there's like that little, you know, it's a half wall sort of thing, and then we just bring that across. Now, I just got to select these things. Delete this. Oops. Select these things. Unselect that. Delete this. Boom. And boom. And now, that should be all a single piece. Now you can just duplicate it and put as many as you want in there. Just go like this, and boom, and boom, and boom, and boom, and boom, and boom. Now we're done. We bring up boom. Bruh. Dude, that dude has a goofy opinion. The 7-pin National couldn't hold me back. Yeah, you're gonna tell me about cars and you never seen cars before. Like, bro, like, damn, what did cars do to you, bro? Like, he has, like, some beef with Lightning or something. I don't know, man. He has a beef with Lightning McQueen, man. That's kind of crazy. Claude, you should tell more funny stories like that. That was funny. Oh, I have a perfect... Oh, of course, I'll tell you some more stories. Oh, I have a perfect PG movie to stream later tonight on Discord. Wait. Claude, are you good? LOL. Oh, was it the roasting with the pins? You can use a candle pin or a duck pin. Is that in the game? Nah, we're already sticking with this. We're committed. Instead of a standard 10 pin. Oh, by the way, no, we cannot use a candle pin or a duck pin. That is not real bowling. End the story, no debate. But Claude, you never been 10 pin bowling. You never candle pin bowled in your life. Man, I'm starting to sound like that dude, aren't I? I have never bowled like that, but y'all have fun with the bowling like that. I don't count it as bowling. I've never bowled this 10 stick pins, candle pin bowling. Cancel me, all right? I haven't bowled it, all right? I'm taking it, all right? I don't think it would be cool, but I'm not gonna beef with people that like it. I hate that when that comes up on my For You page, though. I swear I will rant. I just is like, brother, what is this guy stinks? The chicken gotta work overtime because of the bowling alley. Actually, Claude goes with the chubby candlepin style. That kid was a Jackson Storm fan. I don't know what that is, but it sounds funny. All right, so let me tell you some bowling alley stories. I remember going to the bowling alley with my my dad quite a lot growing up, and then he stopped taking us. And then we used to go bowling all the time with my friends. We would go bowling crazy enough. We would go like, ooh, wait, I could scale the whole thing. Wait, what? Mega bowling. Mega bowling. Yeah, so we used to go bowling all the time with me and my friends. We would go at least twice a week, maximum 4 or 5 times a week. I don't know where we got it from. Bowling is a very expensive hobby. I was able to manage it, thankfully, perfectly fine. I do want to say that. But one of my friends could not manage his money fine, and at the time, I should have been more considerate and done more free things. But he would always get money. Kate, thanks for coming out to the stream. How are you doing? But we're building our bowling alley here inside of our carnival-style theme park, which is called the Car Park. So thanks for coming out to the stream. But he would bowl all the time, and he would always ask his parents for money and stuff like that. So he would always have the money to go. But we would watch, we would bowl like 2 to 3 times a week. Usually 2 times a week, and then we would bowl like sometimes up to 4 or 5 times a week. We were bowling all the time. It was fun. I feel like bowling is something that you should do a lot more when you're older, I guess, when you have that freedom and independence. We would bowl, by the way. It wasn't a lot of money, by the way. Some days were expensive, don't get me wrong. Some days were expensive, but the bowling that we sort of did didn't really cost, per se, a ton of money. Wednesday nights was somewhere between, what was it? We go Tuesday. It was Tuesday. It was like $1.50 a game. So you play like 3 games, maybe. Thursday was unlimited bowling after 9 o'clock, 9 to close. So from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Every Thursday you can have unlimited bowling for like $10, $12. It was pretty cheap. And then Wednesdays we would go to a place, not that often because it's really far away, but we would go like every other week maybe. We go bowling, and it was $2 a game, but they had a mystery pin in the middle here, which I guess I could make a couple mystery pins for the good old times. There was a mystery pin that was always colored a blue or a green. So this will be an Easter egg for you guys in chat, because most people won't know. There was an Easter egg bowling pin. If you had this pin right here that was blue or green, you would go up to the counter, tell the security guard you had a head pin that was colored. You would come over there, you would bowl, and if you got a strike, you would get whatever was on the thing. So you'd spin a wheel. It would have, the highest thing was like a $10 or a $20 gift card. It was something, I think it was a $20 gift card. There was only one on there. It was like a $20 gift card or a $10 gift card, something like that. Or you get free French fries, free hot dog, free hamburger, $20 gift card or $10 gift card, free pop, that sort of stuff. For a lot of French fries though. French fries were the most common thing on that list. By the way, I have so many tickets still. I don't know if they're not probably usable anymore, but you come up here, you spin the thing, you go around, and then you get a strike, you get your prize, you come back and get it. That was probably the best thing we used to do. That was probably the best way. We ended up making money. We ended up making money doing the bowling on Wednesdays, but it was far enough away to not being so reliable. It was like a 30-minute to like 40-minute drive, depending. Once again, it was like at 9, 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. Then we would go bowling on Friday or Saturday. Friday and Saturday were the days that would kill you. If you did not have shoes, you would have two. If you did not, you could play unlimited bowling, but it was cost you $25 to $40 from like, once again, 10 p.m. to 2 in the morning. But it was very expensive. We did do that. And if you didn't have shoes, add at least $5 to whatever I was saying before. Because you need to have your own bowling shoes. If you go bowling with your friends, and I would recommend this to all you young people that are just graduated high school or in college, go bowling. Bowling is a very soothing sort of sport. It is a very soothing. You don't have to be good at it. You can be good, but buy your own bowling shoes. You'll make money in the long run, and it's fun. Like I said, it is very fun to do. I mean, you do not have to be a tip-top shape to be a bowler. You could literally be overweight. You could literally have one arm. You could literally have a walking problem. You could literally have whatever. You could literally bowl. Cade says this is a good idea. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, there was we came in one day. There was also deals in the morning, but most of us had jobs, so we kind of had to stop that after high school. But there was deals in the day that were like the same sort of thing, but only for 2 hours. But we walked in once, and there was a league. A league is a team. It's sort of like league bowling is like, just rec for the bowling alley. It was like elderly. It was like elderly for, and there were people out there with canes and walkers and people in wheelchairs bowling. So you do not have to be. Anybody could literally do it. So that's why I always recommend it. I always find it a very cool thing. All right, before we go any farther, let me catch up on some of the chats here. Hey, that's why you take the friend that uses gutters. You actually don't want to have the gutters on when you're really good at bowling, because it will bounce your ball. Because sometimes you'll have your ball sort of roll 25% off this gutter so that it can come back and hit in. Sometimes you want it to do that, so if you have them up, it doesn't really do that. The black car in Cars 3, that guy was super fast. I actually have never seen Cars 3. I've never seen it in its entire. I've never seen Cars 3 at all. I know Chase Elliott's in it, but I've never seen Cars 3. No. Never have seen it. I would like to see it. I've seen Cars 2 before once. I've seen Cars 2 a couple times, but I never seen it in its entirety. I only seen its entirety once. All right, so this is the kitchen. This is this. Other things that I would like to do and just add in while we are here. I made these little shelf things. These are where our shoes will be going. So let's grab our shoe racks and confirm selection. Thank you. I don't know why it's double-sided. Is that how I made it? I feel like this was one-sided and then it just became double-sided. I think the wall ones are not double-sided. Screw it. I'll just take them. Just give them to me. Why is my camera all wacky? Alright, let's go like this. Let's bring this back. And we'll bring this over here. So this will be our shoe rack right here. I feel like this half wall is way too tall. So we're going to need to make it a quarter wall, maybe? I know they have it. I need a depth guy. Of course, the one guy I pick is literally... Why are they floating? Why are they all floating? I still can't believe they got rid of animatronics, man. Like, that's very upsetting. But this is too tall, that's for sure. So let's delete this. Let's delete this. We'll find something that will work. We'll find something, don't worry. I feel like this is a little too short, but I would rather have it be a little bit short than way too tall. Probably that's not the logic behind that, but that's what we're going with. Alright. So, obviously, maybe this would be a good idea of what this it is. Okay, that's probably a good height. Kitchen. You order your food here. You stand over here, grab your food. You order your food here. This is where you check in. I made there a wall here because you don't want people walking into your lane by accident. So a physical barrier will help. Now, we do need a ball rack. That is for sure. We do need a ball rack. So we also need some bowling balls too. Confirm selection. Do I put the balls out here? Do I put the balls in there? Not sure, but we'll take this and we will put this over here, go onto the build plate. We'll go inside of scenery. We will go inside over here, go to our art shapes, which are here. We'll go to the circle. We will scale this down. That is not the scale down button. We will scale this down. Here, I guess that's just probably easier to do it that way. Then we need to make some different color bowling balls. Now, I don't know if there's a universal color style for bowling balls weights, but most bowling alleys do have their own style. For example, you know, purples are, from my recollection of knowledge, purple is the heaviest, and then green is the lightest. Orange is about middle weight. 16 pounds is the maximum for a bowling ball for people that are unfamiliar with the sport. Or maybe it's black. Maybe black is the heaviest and purple is the second heaviest. To what was that? How did that even happen? UI changes need to come. Then it goes to They did make a hot fix update, they did a hot fix the game, so it is a little different. Always like one random violet ball. The random violet ball signifies a bowler, a bowler that left their bowling ball and did not care to ever come back and grab it. By the way, bowling balls are not cheap, so I don't understand why people would not come back and get their balls. But there's always somebody that left their ball. We'll make a gray one too. That I don't know what that signifies, but it's there. With how small this building is, maybe I'll make it kind of back here. Ooh, that was probably a very bad idea. Merging that together. I can unmerge it. Just don't unmerge it again. And what I'll do is I'll keep these assets in the back, so when I do put them on the workshop, it's going to be way easier to put up. I left my blinds open all this afternoon, and now my room is hot on 50 degrees tonight. Black is standard. Okay. I don't really want to add it to the scenery, but it's not like letting me have a choice here. Probably should have did this before, but I'm gonna make one of these just one-sided, so we have at least I guess God, I hate that so much. All right, I'm going to leave this over here, too, so when we make that on the workshop, you can have both sides, a 1 or a 2. And then let's just move this backwards. Move this over here. Then we'll have to move some of these bowling balls a little bit over. That's not the end of the world. And now we'll have, like, some like that. So there's some there, and then there's some in the back. All right. Obviously, people are going to be playing the game, so we're going to need to remove a couple of these bowling balls. So we'll leave it a little bit empty, and we'll do the likewise over here. We'll just select a few of these. Click, 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 click. And then the back side, because apparently, you know, how it would be in real life. No one would check the backside of this for the extra bowling balls, so we'll just, there's not as many missing on that side. But on the front side, there would be a lot more missing. All right, this is not lined up, and that is going to absolutely kill me. So let's deselect all of this. And we're going to try to, I guess, line it up with the green little pathway, I guess, is what we'll call that. The green carpet pattern. We're going to put it dead in the middle of that, which is not going to be, I mean, it's going to be symmetrical to the carpet. That's all that matters. All right, now we need to do a couple more things. What are we missing, everybody? We are missing the pin return machine, and we are also missing the seating arrangements. If I spent money on a custom bowling ball, it would be going in the grave with me. Yeah, bowling balls are kind of expensive. But like I said, they get, I guess it ranges, but it can range from $100 to, well, 2015 was like $100 to like $500. The balls that I have my dad's, which was like probably like $200, $300 a long time ago, so it's probably worth $500 if you bought it now. And my uncle gave me a $500 ball, which was probably now would probably cost $600, $700. But they used the hell out of them, so they're not like brand new. Okay. And I cannot, I thought I would never forget it, but I did forget it. I cannot remember for the life of me what was my highest bowling game. It was like a $2.99. Sorry, no, mine was not a $2.99. My uncle's, the ball that he gave me, it was his $2.99 ball. His second $2.99 ball, he gave me that one. So I'm thankful for that. And that's the ball that I bowled my highest, which my highest was like 264 or 262, or maybe it was 246 or 242. I can't remember. It was something like that. Something with those numbers. I only missed 3 pins, though, that game. That was the best game I ever bowled. It was at a bowling alley that no longer exists. And the crazy thing is, I met... my buddy was there that I haven't seen in like forever, and he had his kid there, and I haven't seen his kid in forever, and his kid grew up. It was crazy. He came up there that one day, and then he came over and watched me bowl. That was awesome. I cannot remember the guy's name anymore. Really nice guy, but he was also like 20 years older than us at the time. So now he is I can't remember the dude's name. But that was the cool thing about bowling. Once you bowled consistently and a lot, you would run into the same people over and over again. And that's what I always liked about it, because you would always meet people. You would meet people. A roof, a wanky roof style. If I'm getting one, I'm getting my initials and or username on there. Oh yeah, you can get your name on there. My dad and my uncle have their names on it, as well as my ball, which is a 12. Well, when I first got my ball, it was a 12-pounder, which I say I want to get re-drilled, but I do not have the money for that, so it will probably never get re-drilled. Because I have a different. I kind of do the Claude, the pro style bowling grip, where your fingers are stretched, not the put your whole fingers in the damn ball. All right, I'm looking for... Let's do the tables. There's no chairs in this game, by the way. There's no chairs in the game, by the way, even though the other game had multiple chairs. This one has no chairs. DLC? Question mark? Probably. Bench. So we're going to have to go with benches. You would not see a bench in a bowling alley. But that's what we're going to have to do, or we won't have anything at all. kind of like how this is a little bit fancier. It's not going to let me place it down because it's not on a pathway, so we're going to have to make a pathway for it. But I kind of like this sort of fancy style of bench. Alright, so we'll keep that in mind. And then we will have... I just need the pin return thing. I mean, I can make a chair. I did make a chair. Ooh, this pipe actually looks really valuable right now. It just wouldn't be this low to the floor. It would be up. Why did that not go straight, brother? I don't understand why that's not going straight, but okay. At least I did something with lines. Probably also wouldn't be this long either. And I know the scaling is going to be a little bit off, but I'm going to have to do that to make sure that this actually like looks a little bit realistic. Is this not a part of the build? Probably is not. It is not. Once again, this is not aligned straight. I beg to differ. Maybe laced in gold, the stations that you sit at while you wait for your turn is a big old bench, mending bench. Oh god, I hate those so much. The ones that freaking the chairs push back in, I hate those so much. It just like is annoying that it's there. Alright, I need some sort of I'm looking for like a fence right now. It's not straight either. Will one of these bowling balls fit, Sith Lord? That's a good question. You didn't ask that, but will it fit? Scaling is pretty close. It's pretty close. It's not perfect. but it is pretty close. Close enough to me not gonna freak out. I want to make sure that this is all on the same build plate, though. Scale the fence down a bit, like 1. Let's go down 10%. You kind of know how this fence is going. The fence sort of pushes the balls. Yeah, we could actually bring it down a little bit. The fence is to hold this thing up, obviously, but it's also to push the balls. Oh, that actually, that's big brain, Sith Lord. That was a really big brain. This is why we keep you around. Yes. Yes. Why would this be straight? Let's delete the ball. I think the ball might be throwing it off. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that was not for you. I probably would have not done that. I would have left it like that, and then it would look a little wonky, and then... no, it's just still going to be off scale no matter what. All right, even without the ball. Now there's a bolt, there's a pin return. This shares this. This would have its own. And then this would have its own. All right, so, oh, shoot. This with this. This. This one does not have its own return, so I'm going to have to make it its own. But that's going to be a little unique. I've never seen anyone that just had one return. But we're going to do it. I want the fence right at the end of the wood. Add a kiddie lane, ones with a bumper, the one with a dinosaur ramp and the bumpers. Oh, we could definitely do something like that. All right, we'll grab this. Grab this. Grab this. And we will duplicate this to the other side. And we'll make sure that we're on a snap rotate. Wonderful. We'll grab this one here, which is going to have to be customly fit. Snap rotate this around. Perfect. All right, we're almost done with this. This is, well, at least the inside. I haven't done the outside. The outside isn't going to be too crazy, I don't think. All right, let's look for a bowling alley ramp. Oh, the dinosaur ramp is crazy. I never seen a dinosaur ramp one, to be honest with you. I've never seen a dinosaur ramp. That's that's more common. There's the metal ones that I've seen here, but when you type in kids ramp, that's the first thing you see. You don't even see them. The metal one is the first image, two first images, but the rest are like all dinosaurs. Do you have a Stegosaurus one? That's kind of cool. Happy that you said this. This is a unique idea I didn't even do in my last mark. I've seen the Stegosaurus one. This one, there's on here, they got a dragon. I'll bring it up on screen. They got this. You got this dragon looking thing. This is the one that I normally see, is this wheelchair one. But we're going to go with that dragon style. And we're going to paint it like this dark green. I actually kind of like how I'm putting these stuff in the back room, by the way, too. It just makes it look... It's something that we'll never really see, but it's back there. If this was a real bowling alley, it probably would go one more over to the side, too. Probably. And then... we need the tables and the chairs. All right, I wanted to add those in dead last. You said dark green, then chooses the light green. Okay. Oh, damn. Is that better? Is that better? This isn't dead in the center either. Well... Yes, thank you. All right. That's a good touch. Good, unique touch. Okay. This is probably good for the thing here. I'm just gonna put a door here and call this the done for the back rooms. So we're just gonna add a door. What was the door that I ended up using over here? That's the door I want. Planet coaster door. So we'll grab this. We have blocked 147,360 ads for you. Upgrade with confidence anytime can. So premium. I have my ads blocker is asking me if I should pay them. I feel like I should. I mean, $20 a year isn't that bad. The free version is working fine, but there is still ads that get through. But, I mean, half the websites that I go to, you tell you to turn off ad blocker anyways, so I can't, like, really not use it. But thank you, ad blocker, for everything you do. They should give us an ad, and then you wouldn't have to charge us. The T-Rex was pretty popular. I've seen Stegosaurus one. Dark green one proceeds to pick the light green. Yes, thank you. See, if it were me, you would have... If it wasn't for you, you wouldn't have seen that misalignment. That is correct. I would have not actually seen that at all. I would have literally just not noticed it. That is 1,000,000% correct. Man, we're spending a lot of time on a bowling alley that I said I wasn't going to spend a lot of time for. But it's going to be freaking cool, though. I mean, it is looking freaking cool right now. Not going to, it is. All right, the kitchen. Do we want people to look in the back? Not really. And I also want the walls to be white on the kitchen as well. But we'll have a little... We'll have a little thing like that there. Concrete. I'm looking for concrete. This is the first time I'm actually using concrete. Or a tile flooring in Planet Coaster, too. There is no concrete. Tile. Well, okay. It doesn't look like there is a stone. This will be probably my most used asset in the future. The kitchen door. Then we would have a sign here with the food prices, which we can actually stick in a shop here so people can come inside. I still don't know what that will be in terms of the game. What is the actual... I don't know what the... how you would say it. I don't know what is the object to prevent people from just walking through the walls. I don't know how to stop that yet. So they might be walking all over the place. this thing too. I don't know how to get them to just not quit working their positions. You have multiple color light strips that go down on all the walls and that sort of stuff. Yeah, let's figure out the pathway, and then we're gonna do that. So let's go to stamp tool. Why did this floor not get aligned with this? Or did I not put a floor here? That could also be a possibility. Maybe I just never placed a wood floor there. Hey, I know I'm a little OCD and crazy, but did I not place wood here, or why is this doing that? Maybe the ground isn't flat. Maybe that's why it's doing that. In this game, they really want you to use there's no, like, it feels like there's no keybinds. Feels like there's no keybinds for the scaling and stuff. They completely changed that. Hey, the guy's whistling the Planet Coaster theme! The janitor's whistling the Planet Coaster theme. What the hell? So the wood floor exists. I must not be on the same palette. Let's try this one more time. This is not connected with the entirety of the building. As well as this is not connected to the entirety of the building. Now I think it should be fine. Another thing that I just noticed, though, I want to change in this next placement of this is, let's go with the wood style, just in case if it does stick out. Dang, man. Dude, what the frick is going on? Didn't I just merge this a second ago? You're like Dory? I can't merge it together because they're all different building pieces. All right, final touches. We need to have a bathroom. And the reason why I want to do this again is they'll have this white line here, which we don't even have to customly create. It's literally just put in there because of a pathway. Which is, I really like that, and I didn't even have to do anything for that. Let's do a save real quick. That's a lot of progress we've done, and now it's done. Okay. Bathrooms. I thought something crashed on your desk for a second. Bathrooms. I wish they made one was a female only, one was a male only, but maybe in a future edition they can. Are these not together? What is going on? Out of the grid. Thank you. Why? First off, why would we charge money for a bathroom? But, I don't like how that wood's sticking out, so let's delete that. Gotta undo everything first because that's just how the game is designed. I hate the confirming selection stuff. It's just an extra step that does not need to be there. That was not originally there, now it is. They should have made it the game where it had invisible pathways. God, sometimes this stuff is so hard to see. Now, is that, like, even working because it's so low? Like, that is unfortunate that it has to look like that, but I'd rather have it, like, know that it's gonna work. Is there any sort of bathroom-looking door thingies? That's mega doors. Alright, let's see if there's a good bathroom sign or a restroom sign. They have been before. I don't like that color, though. Nice. Yeah, it is good music, huh? All right, I think it's good to go. Man, I hope we can figure out which is the fences that people do not walk through. Like, is it these? I would love to know if it's these. It's not. One of these fences do not prevent people from going through, and it normally was this one. It normally was that one, but we'll have to figure that out. Why are they not going to the bathroom now? Oh, maybe the park's closing, that's why. They'll just hold it. Alright, you wanted, like, neon lights or something? Is that what you said earlier? Multicolor light strips. Ooh, okay. How much do these light up? What about these? Hold up, these are way better. I just wish these snapped to the wall way better. And like they were perfectly aligned, but maybe that's something they'll fix. Because it's not lined up straightly, so it's going to be slightly off. No matter how much I mess around with this, it will always probably be slightly off. Oh my god, why would that not match up?
Oh.
See, I told you this would go off cancered at some point. If it's slightly off by just an inch, the game will screw you. I'm just going to do the pull it out method. Just pull it slightly out, and we're leaving it like that. How does that look, Sith Lord? Maybe if it was a little bit more, the circle was lined up dead in the middle. If I can do that, that would be nice. Just hope I selected everything. Oh man, I gotta reselect everything because it's slightly off. Alright, I have to do it because I'm gonna have a heart attack if I don't do that. Are these the colors that we want to go with, by the way? I am not changing it after. This is the last clicking all these. Is this the colors we're going with? Add multiple and change the colors and bruh. I know, right? It goes slightly off. Change pink to gold. The blue stays. Sand is probably the closest thing to gold. Alright. Let's, Oh, no, 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 no. Duplicate it. Bring it to this side. That's perfect. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just built the parks. It's y'all's park, though. I actually kind of like how this is floating, too. I wasn't going to leave it floating, but I like how that turned out. And there's one other thing that we got to do with the bowling alley, and Sith Lord, you will be the first person, the part of it. So, Sith Lord, when you are ready, every bowling alley has a bunch of sponsors to the bowling alley that are above the lanes. So I would like you to make up a fake thing. You don't have to do it today, by the way. It does not have to be done today. But I would like you to have a dedicated spot in the bowling alley that has something you were sponsoring a company. Maybe it is a Planet Coaster. Maybe it's a Planet Coaster one. It doesn't have to be like, you know, a completely unique one. It could be just like Chief Beef or something. But I would like you to have one of the first options for the sponsors. And we might also just call it Sis Lane, too. I mean, we can always keep that simple as well. But if you like a business on there, I could try to make that up, too. Because he pretty much helped create this. Cat Code sponsored lane. Alright, bet. We'll make a Cat Code lane. And this is too pretty to not have lights in it, so we're going to have to add lights in it. I want this park to be lit up at nighttime too, by the way, because carnivals are mostly at nighttime. My Minecraft company has a sponsored lane. Sweet. Alright, what would we have to do in this game to make lights happen again? Add modern lights. I think these lights are going to be more of that as bright as it'll go, though? I feel like the white is completely off. Bowling alleys seem to have like a yellow tinge to their lights, but there has to be a brighter light than this. Modern spotlights. That's what it's called. What about this? Is this brighter? This one looks a lot brighter. This is not a part of the scenery, correct? I do not want it to be a part of the scenery. I want this to be its own scenery piece. The lights, I always make its own thing for people that are new to this game or just watching me for the first time. Why do I want my lights to be its own thing? Because lights are like the first thing that I change. Sometimes I want the lights off, sometimes I want the lights on. So it's a lot easier to just put the lights in their own category in the game than to just have it fixed. A fixed one thing is all. Like it's always just one thing. So at any time, if I say I don't want these lights on, I hate these lights, I want to change the color of the lights, I can change it easy. And I'll keep them in 6s. I usually don't do that, but I will. My Minecraft response late, add modern lights, etc. I like the modern spotlights, and you can make them gold and blue and white as well. Yeah, so we can always come back and change them out. The lobby area has gold and blue. The lobby area has gold and blue, and the lanes have whites. Now, see, that's, you know, right there. You can just do something like that. We'll just edit this piece, and we'll change the colors. We'll make these gold. We'll make these blue. Oops, no. No, go back. We'll make these blue, and then we'll make these gold, which is sand. We're using sand for gold. Kind of makes that look like a funky kind of green looking thing. Maybe they just should all be blue. I think that's what we're going to do. That looks a little too funky. Oh, man. Yeah, we could change them to neon, too. I think that's what we're going to do. We change them to neon. This one we're going to make white light here because this is, like, directly coming in, and you're going to kind of need to see people coming in. We'll make this one white, as well as the kitchen, too. Like it. Well, this is your idea. All right, this is looking freaking fire. Oh, look at that. I also want to take these things, I want to add them outside, because obviously we're not going to be inside the whole time. So I want to delete this because this is floating outside. This can get deleted as well. I want to have the lights on the outside of the building, like this theme. What should we call the bowling alley? I was thinking that we call it Planet Pin, but that's not really cool and unique. What do you think? What are some ideas? I might go with my idea because I feel like that's a very big thing to name, so I don't want to give people pressure. I might call it Planet Pin. Why would it do that to me? Sis says he likes it. Thank you. Ooh, blue and sand pillars on the pillars. I don't think I'm gonna do pillars in the inside. I do know what you're saying, but I don't think I'm gonna do them just because not entirely sure if I want that. I also want to add a big bowling ball like here, so I'm probably gonna knock out a couple of these lights. All right, let's get the roof on. Let's get the roof on, shall we? The lights are probably gonna have to change too. I mean, like not change. I mean, go up. All right, let's get a roof though. What kind of roof are we gonna go with? I want a flat roof like this. What is this called? This is tiled flat roof. Let's go with that. Maybe we'll make this grayer because it is a different building by a different company that built this. So we'll make these a little bit grayer than we'll go with dim gray. I thought you were going to make an overhang for rain protection on the outside, hence the pillars. Oh. That is a good idea, not gonna lie. I don't think I'm going to do that. I do like the idea. Maybe we could do something. Maybe we could do something. Let me think about it for a second. Let me think about it. I do like how you move it. It doesn't remove your selection right away. In the other game, if you misclicked, your selection would be gone. So that's another huge thing that I like. So now we got our roof on. This wall doesn't need to be that high. It probably doesn't even need to be a real wall there, but I do want it to be sort of sectioned off. I do not want people to just... This is an alley-ish. It might not be an alley, but maybe it is. Well, there is going to be an alley back here, yeah, but I mean, I don't know if this is an accessible alley. Which is by law, you're supposed to have it accessible on both sides, so... Oh my god, the lights work during the day. These lights are floating, though. They are floating, so that's what I was saying. I may have to fix this. And we're just going to move... Confirm selection. We're just going to move them up. They can stick out the roof. Wow, this looks really cool. And then I want to have in a restaurant guy. This will probably be one of our last touches for today. What are we going to sell at the bowling alley? Let's see what we can sell. I would like... Munster fries was probably one of the worst things that they ever added, but this would be the one place I would want Munster fries at. Looks amazing so far. Well, you helped design this, so yeah, thank you very much. Chief beef hamburgers would be another good thing that they would sell here. Hot dogs. You would sell hot dogs at the bowling alley. We're gonna go with hot dogs. Hot dog squad. Classic. Pizza is also a classic. We have a pizza shop down at the other end, so we're just gonna skip the pizza for now. I don't like how this is a little too tall. I guess it's not per se the end of the world, of course, but I don't like how it's a little too tall. Alright, so we'll put this here. Probably should move them both down at the same time. Should I move all 4 of these down? All right. A little wonky when you're far away, but when you're close up, it's fine. Don't know why I paused it. And then the last thing we got to do, I keep saying this, the last thing we got to do, last thing we got to do is we need to add in some sort of chair arrangements. Some sort of seating capacity. Not only for... Oh, I mean, each lane has a little... Each lane has their own little scoreboard, and they got the button pushing thing. I don't think I'm going to add that tonight. Maybe we can come back and add that in later. But usually when Claude says he's going to add it back in later, it's not going to happen. This looks very bowling alley-ish. Is there a certain color you think would be fine, Sith Lord, for... these tables? Maybe they should be... maybe not red, they should be blue. Blue does not look good on that at all. Maybe we'll go black. We'll go black. I think we're just going to go black, white, black, gray. Oh, we need more tables than just one. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Have some else for brains.
Like I said, there would be more normal bench seating in a bowling alley. But for how we're doing this, we're gonna do it like this. And then people will be able to sit down, buy food, and obviously, in theory, get a drink too. But I'm going to call this done in terms of the bowling alley itself. And now we are going to work on the advertisement sign, and I'm probably going to call the stream there. No, we got to add the bowling ball. How are we going to not add the bowling ball sign? The major bowling ball sign that has to be here.
Aha!
Not sure if I like that green too much. Let's go with cyan. They got a Carolina blue, but it's just not gonna be nice for this. We'll go just with the normal blue. And then we're gonna call this, we'll put you dead in the middle. What did you call this? You called this, cat code. That's probably the worst font I've ever seen in my entire life. Why would they not? Like, where's a thick font? A thick font that would fill up the entirety of the sign. Lati 1 might be it. Or Anchor. Anchor. Not because I like the font, but it's just huge. Or Machi Pop 1. I kind of like that Gregorian thing. That could be definitely useful in the future. We're going to go with Machi Pop 1. And then he says for the background, make it light purple. Like royal purple or like lavender? How does that look? Oh, that looks freaking cool. I also want to dedicate a couple of these other ones too while we are here to some of our biggest people that have contributed to this series up until this point. I will have to look up your names because I don't want to misspell them. Royal purple. Go with the royal purple. How does that look? How does royal purple look? That's royal purple now. Alright, I think that looks good. Let's duplicate these. And we'll turn on angle snap, so we'll get them perfectly turned around the other way. And then we'll bring them across. Dude, why does that do that? That is one of the... You can select multiple of the things on the grid. You can select multiple of the arrows at the same time, so you can go up and down. Thanks for the loves on the screen. I wish they had a thing like TikTok where it told you got 100 loves or something like that. That would be so cool. Maybe YouTube will add that feature at some point. But this one is not going to be Catco. This one we're going to call Liam is having fun. Liam's having fun. Liam having fun. Liam's having fun. Liam is? No. Liam's fun. Liam's fun. We're just going to call it Liam's fun. Heart Attack Overdrive. Love it. This one we're going to dedicate to Alpine. And then this one we're going to dedicate to Tuxpoo. Tuxpoo's colors for his thing are... His font color is red, but I can't do that, so... Maybe that's what this is? No. Cancel. That's the light bulb's color. So we're going to do... This is going to be black, because that's how his thing is. We can't change the interior color, unfortunately, but... We can do that for you, Tuxpoo. And then we're going to make this one... We're going to dedicate this... another contributor for a very big financial contributor to this channel. That is not only Liam, but Meep. Meep has contributed so many DLCs to this series. it's a little bit crazy. So not to this, I mean, not specifically to this one, but he has contributed a lot to the Claude from Chicago. So thank you so much. And then we're going to dedicate another one to another big contributor, Zach Daily Games. And then his is sort of a light baby blue. And what are Zach's colors? I think it's light baby blue. Now, I do know that there's a lot of other contributors to this channel, which you can now see them on screen while I get here and I save while this is going on. Everyone that you see on screen here has contributed in another way, like giving us games or DLCs or buying the merchandise, or were Twitch people back in the day. Thank you so much. I mean, every single thing helps. You do not have to do that. But I do greatly appreciate all the love and support, because that really helps out the channel. And all the money gets redirected back in the channel. I did one thing while we were off looking at this, is I added Tuxboo's red here, because this is red black. His letters are red, and then his background's black. But this is the bowling alley. How do you guys like it? That looks really nice. Got to figure out how to get people to stop walking through the walls, but they're only walking through the wall on this side, so that's good. And then my last thing I wanted to add in today was I wanted to add a name to this park. I do want to make it a custom sign. I also want to make it an art shape. So let's see where are my art shapes at. Here we go. I wish it was a lot larger than that. Why is that child laughing at me? Oh, it's just a video game. Stop laughing at me, child. Is this green and I can't see? I think it's actually green. I think the ball is green. I don't want it to be green, so we're going to fix that, but... Why can I not scale this? Bruh. Alright, I feel like the exterior needs a lot of work, though. I feel like the exterior of this building needs a lot of work. What would letters be defined as in the game? If you type in letters, nothing pops up. It's called 3D letters. Now, if I scale this up, do I have to scale all of them? What are we using? We're using 3D font. Lowercase p. No, I want uppercase. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more potential on the outer roof. Sith says. Pole? I don't know how tall I want this thing, by the way. Let's just go with this for now. That looks like it's going to be too tall. Let's go with, like, something like this. Thank you for the hearts. What, is this not all one thing? Confirm. It is one thing. Now, if I scale this just for fun in a second, how will that look? Is this even? It is not even, or level, or parallel. So let's get that set up. But let's just, for fun now, let's just see what would happen if we just did this. Okay, so we can scale that up more if we wanted to, which I do want to. Sith Lord says, add a single bar on the bottom of the letters, please, and not. Add a single bar on the bottom of the letters, please, and not and. Alright, we gotta find a bar. I could not find a bar. My normal keybinds are not in this game, or my keybinds. So, sorry, some of the objects did not get transported from the last game to here. So I want to figure out, what is this called? This is called Aqua Sign Post. Maybe that we call it type in post. What color do we make this? White or black? It's not lined up. Man, if I was in a game and I was making a game, I'd be like, why isn't it lined up? And then my boss would just say, they can line it up themselves. All right, we're done for tonight. I'm done. I've got to go to bed. I got to go to work. I'll delete that backup later. I'll delete the backup on stream. Car park. 20, 24, 1, 11, 4, 13. Back up. I don't know how you delete stuff. This was the bad backup, correct? This was the bad backup. So we'll delete that one. This is the main build. All right, Fredlings. How do we get in first person? Does Tedgy work still? It might be just a first person button as well. Planet Coaster 2, how to walk in your car. They already have an hour and a half tutorial already set up. You can walk around with WASD and look around. Enter Tedgycam. It is spelt... no, this is the original one. You can't do that right now. Oh, we can. Okay, that was way easier than I thought. All right, perfect. I like how it pierces the letters. It looks great on the OCD scale. Thank you. We need the OCD people. If it's not for OCD people, we would not have a society. I literally was just in the mode. How do I get into the mode? Here we go. All right. Ta-da! We are at the park. We're going to have to move some of those bins around, obviously. But this is the bowling alley that we built on stream today. Look at this. Planet Lanes. Probably want to put the sign over there, too, or on the side, so people can see it from the road. But let's go into it during the day, which is pretty much nice, because you can go in here during the day. And it's actually lit up correctly. You don't, not like the old time where the sun would bleed through or that. So now it's much more innovative. But we'll still view it at nighttime. You can come inside here. You can get yourself a hot dog, pizza, fries, etc. We're only selling hot dogs right here, but we got the hot dog stand. I love it how there's a condiment thing, but the condiments are already on it. The mustard. You You don't see ketchup on it, by the way. Hot dog squad. You can come inside the bowling alley and get yourself your pair of shoes. And all that other mumbo jumbo that you might need. And then you have your bowling balls. You have your little benches to sit down. You have your ball return. You have the sponsors on the wall. The pins look a little large, but for the most part, it's probably fine in terms of scaling. You have even a kitty thing. The Sith Lord gave us this shout out, which is his company's over there is Catco, so that's why he has the little thing right there. Plus, it's dead in the middle. And then some more bowling alley things over here. Then you have the balls. You can pick whatever kind of ball you want. And, you know, bowl with it. We deleted some of the balls. And there's less balls deleted on the back because less people look in the back. And grab some of those bowling balls and put them on the thing. I think what we'll do to maybe if we stream tomorrow. But the next stream that we do, or I might do it off stream, is I'll add some bowling balls on all of these little racks so that the bowling balls are in there. I might not be in the thumbnail, but I'm going to take a thumbnail now and update it. But let's take a look and see how this park looks at nighttime. Because we do want to see how this park looks at nighttime or during this. Let's go to nighttime. We want to fix sun and we want it at like midnight. And then we'll go to our characters, click on a person, and then look at this. We need some lights on the sign too. I agree with that. I do think Sith Lord has a good idea in terms of adding a patio on the back for like the smokers or jokers, and maybe open up the restaurant. It's not supposed to be a restaurant, but maybe we can make it a restaurant on the back end over here so you can eat. Maybe we convert that into a restaurant or something like that. But let's walk inside and let's see how it looks at nighttime. It's going to look a little bit cooler because the sun's not coming in. We get the bright lights there. And then over here we have the lanes. It looks a lot cooler. Just a beautiful idea, Sith Lord with the blue. Coming out with that blue idea for this pattern. It really looks like when the neon bowling nights on Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Thursday and Sunday. The neon bowling, where everything glows up. Feel like we could add a couple more details on the walls as well, like maybe some signs and some stars and some other things. This up here, the neon thing, beautiful. Thank you for picking that. That was awesome. This was pretty much a Sith Lord build. I just did it. Let's get a thumbnail here before I forget. Can't go that far back because of the game. But I'll take it like this, and I'm going to update that tonight, so that should be updated to this thumbnails after the stream's over. Some garbage here, need to add some bins and all that sort of stuff, but we've been streaming for 2.5 hours and 36 minutes. But that is probably a really good place to end for today. So we're going to do some of those small things I may do off stream. If not, some of the major stuff we will do at another time. I do want to point out, though, we still got to figure out what kind of store we want this to be. I was thinking of maybe a shoe store or lids kind of store, a hat store for this side of building. By the way, they don't add glass panes in the building, so they're just going to have to stay open like that. This is the diamond store, so we got to add a sign for it. But the diamond store, these all need lights, so we do need to add lights. I still need to fix the roof because the roofs are floating, so that's, once again, stuff I'm going to add later. Don't remember adding a lifeguard in the game, but I think that's probably because I added him in when I did a test design of the pool, and he just is now definitely in the park. We do have a coffee shop, Latte Love, so you can get some coffee, and then we have a pizza pin in the back over here, which is our Italian restaurants. So it's more of a pizza shop. For people that are just coming to the end of the stream and just seeing this for the first time, this is going to be a major roadway here. This is a major roadway here, and there's going to be another major roadway on the back over here. Maybe they'll link up. Maybe that's what we'll do at some point. This is supposed to be a car park. And what does a car park mean? A car park is a carnival inside of a parking lot. So the next live stream that we have, maybe I'll leave it up to the Discord chats or the comment section down below because I read all the YouTube comments. Is what do we do next? Do we next build the park and recreation department, which will go from here to here, and then in the back or maybe the building goes longer. And in the back, this is where we're going to incorporate the brand new pools to Planet Coaster 2, which makes it different than Planet Coaster 1. Plus, there's a lot of better things that are in this game, which, even though I complain about, are a lot better. The scaling is definitely one of them. This is where we're going to add in a pool for the park. So we have something actually incorporated in the park for that. So do we build the park district area? Do we add another building in? Do we add in the tent? Or do we start working on some midway games, which is like knock the clown down, throw the darts on the board, pop the balloons, the water gun, the coin pushers, and all that stuff. I feel like those assets are going to be made by somebody else, so I'm probably not going to put those in the workshop. Or I might just wait until somebody completes them. I'm not sure yet. Those are some of the ideas. I don't feel like I'm going to be adding in rides just right away for that yet, but it's probably going to be option 1, Park District, tent, building. Park District, tent, building. Want to give a special thank you once again to our Patreons for making these live streams possible. Liam's Having Fun, Zach Daily Games, Meep, and Shut Up Tyler. I have to edit a couple more videos for you guys, and I should have something out by next Monday for the Patreons that is brand new. We have over almost 80 videos or 90 videos on there, so just want to give a special shout out, as well as our merchandise holders, Zach Daily Games, and Liam's Having Fun, and Glitched. Give a special shout out to Sith Lord for coming out to today's stream, Rid, and who is the other person that came out to the stream? I cannot remember your name. I think it starts with the C. And I don't think I could scroll all the way up. Or maybe they got... Where's the guy's name? Cade. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. So we might stream tomorrow, or next stream will probably be Saturday. So I hope you all, Fredlings, have a great, safe time. Until then, I am going to be Claude from Chicago. And remember, a real Fredling makes their own luck. Bye! Have a good night. I'll see you guys in chat soon. Not tonight, but I mean like in the Discord, so, which is linked in the description down below. Bye!